Supreme Chancellor Obi-Wan Kenobi by Stone Freak. Chapter 24. Senate discussion regarding peace talks. The negotiations for 10 worlds seceding from the Confederacy and rejoining the Republic has gone on and on. Obi-Wan has watched over the process and stopped any arguments before they could take place. He's a trained negotiator. This, at least, is what he's trained to do as a Jedi. This, at least, is the path he chose for his life. However, he's rather displeased with the Senate and the senators of the Republic. The current session, discussing demands and limitations to set for the 10, is an excellent example of why. He lets the senators talk and discuss amongst themselves, occasionally trading glances with Senator Hahanash. He's come to enjoy her presence. She has a steadfast way and a quick mind, not to mention that she's about as tired with the Senate as he is. It doesn't hurt that their humor is startlingly similar, as he learned one evening when they sat bent over legislation. If there's one good thing about the whole mess of him becoming the Supreme Chancellor, it's coming into contact with the senators who have a good head on their shoulders. The few that do not bend for money or power. The steadfast few. Obi-Wan is forced to admit that there are good people and good politicians among the crowd. However, the discussion has gone on long enough. He's had enough of this charade. When the last senator finishes with their argument, Obi-Wan nods to Senator Hahanash and takes his turn to speak. Senators, we have had many opinions and many arguments. We've had many propositions discussed and presented. I believe it is time for me to present my thoughts. Murmurs, but a generally agreeable atmosphere. Obi-Wan can't sense any unusual resentment, though there's always some lingering, most likely from Palpatine's staunchest supporters. The same people Obi-Wan suspects are behind the more unreasonable demands. While I understand that many feel that there should be some form of consequences, shall we say, for trying to secede from the Republic, that these star systems should be somewhat punished, as they have been at war with us up until these peace talks, I must remind you that this is a display of very short-term thinking. It is not irrational to want there to be consequences. However, most of the suggestions are far too much. There will be no lasting peace with them. All we would do is build intention into the very peace we seek, and most likely things will erupt in chaos and will renew. Furthermore, we only have this one chance. If the Republic proves that we cannot be reasonable during peace talks, any chance of a peaceful resolution with the Confederacy as a whole becomes very small, if not non-existent. The economic and social consequences of many of these suggestions would leave these 10 star systems on their knees, unable to fend for themselves. They would lose the capacities to sustain themselves and their population without Republic aid. Demanding such a thing would mean the peace talks end now, most likely to never be brought up again. Obi-Wan pauses and lets the silence hang in the air, heavy and chilling. Let them feel shame. Let them reconsider. They will not speak until he is finished. The floor is his. At least he demands enough respect that they do not yell at him the way they do each other. Small mercies. I was elected for one purpose, to be a neutral party who gains nothing from the war and would seek to end it. As such, I will not allow these peace talks to fall through for the sake of revenge, especially as revenge is not the Jedi way, and first and foremost, I am, and always will be, a Jedi. I have tried to limit my use of the emergency powers, the powers which have been established in the role of Supreme Chancellor through legislation since Palpatine took office, as much as possible, because I am not here to be a dictator, nor am I here to usurp power in favor of the Jedi. However, I will veto any peace offering that threatens the long-term stability of the Republic and the galaxy as a whole. It is my duty as a Jedi, a peacekeeper of this galaxy, and as Supreme Chancellor, to see to the long-term benefits of the whole Republic, not the short-term benefits of the few. Obi-Wan looks around the room, his expression grave rather than the serene mask he usually wears to the sessions. We will return to the drawing board, Senators. This time I must ask that you consider the long-term consequences of your proposals. We will also form several committees that will formulate one suggestion for a peace treaty each. And please don't do worse than the initiates taking their first course on negotiation. Obi-Wan thinks with the mental equivalent to a sigh.